Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for the latest updates on global currency shifts, live forex developments, and game-changing news impacting IQD and VND holders. Today's update is nothing short of extraordinary, so if you've been watching the markets or holding on to your dinars and dong with high hopes, stay close, because what we're about to reveal could transform your financial outlook. As of the current date in the USA, both the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong have surged to historic highs against the US dollar, setting off waves across financial communities worldwide. According to newly released updates, Bank of America and the US Treasury have confirmed major developments involving the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. For many investors and economists, this is more than a numbers shift. It represents a milestone in global finance and a moment of profound change for Iraq's economy. Let's begin with the headline that has stunned analysts. The Iraqi dinar is now trading at $7.90 per US dollar. This remarkable jump, after years of hovering at lower levels, signals a full-scale revaluation that had long been anticipated. What brought this about? It comes after a coordinated series of reforms led by the Central Bank of Iraq, in partnership with support from the U.S. Treasury. These reforms focused on stabilizing inflation, attracting foreign investors, and rebuilding Iraq's economic credibility on the world stage. Iraq's strengthened oil revenues have played a massive role. With global oil prices stabilizing at higher ranges, the country has rapidly expanded its foreign reserves and used that strength to fuel new economic progress. Add to that the Iraqi government's crackdown on corruption and increased financial transparency, and the result is a much more attractive and trustworthy environment for global investment. Backing this momentum is the U.S. Treasury, which has assisted with strategic fiscal planning and monetary guidance. Meanwhile, the Vietnamese dong has also made an astonishing leap, now valued at $4.52 per US dollar. For Vietnam, this marks a new phase in economic recognition as the country's tech-driven growth and expanding export markets push its currency forward. From its dynamic trade relations with the US and Europe to the adoption of forward-thinking financial reforms, Vietnam is carving out its place in global finance. The State Bank of Vietnam's recent steps to modernize currency policy and attract international capital have added serious momentum to this rise. What's elevating this story to another level is the confirmation from Bank of America itself. According to their latest internal update, the bank has officially begun accepting both Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong for foreign exchange services. This marks a critical turning point, as one of the largest financial institutions in the United States is now recognizing and processing these currencies. This move not only boosts legitimacy for IQD and VND holders, but also encourages other major U.S. and global banks to consider doing the same. With Bank of America now facilitating currency exchanges, the process is becoming more accessible and less reliant on niche or offshore channels. For investors, this means easier conversions and fewer barriers when capitalizing on these new live rates. More importantly, the bank's involvement signals rising institutional confidence in the long-term viability of both currencies. Acceptance at this level could open the door to broader integration into international finance systems, an opportunity that has been anticipated for over a decade. So why is all this happening now? The global financial landscape is shifting. Emerging markets like Iraq and Vietnam are stepping into more powerful roles, especially as traditional economic powers face stagnation or recalibration. With the U.S. Treasury playing a supportive role in Iraq's economic transition, from policy advisory to fiscal aid, it's no surprise this coordinated change is rolling out now. Global investors have been pushing for a fair revaluation for years, and it appears their patience is finally being rewarded. For those who've held on to Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong for years, this is no small development. The increased values mean significantly higher returns. If you hold 1 million IQD, you're now looking at $7,900,000 0 cents USD. A similar holding of 1 million VND translates to $4,520,000, 0 cents. That's life-changing money for many people, and it opens new doors in real estate, tech, and infrastructure investments across Iraq. And looking forward, analysts are speculating that these rates could climb even higher. Some projections suggest the Iraqi dinar could push past $10, 0 cents per dollar, and the dong may reach as high as $6, 0 cents, depending on continued reforms, economic diversification, and global trade conditions. Of course, challenges remain. Iraq must reduce its reliance on oil, while both countries must manage inflation and navigate regional instability to maintain progress. Despite these hurdles, today's revaluation is a powerful signal. It reflects years of planning, policy discipline, and growing investor confidence. For Iraq and Vietnam, this could be a gateway to greater economic independence and global influence. And for currency holders around the world, it's a moment worth noting, proof that calculated patience can deliver powerful results. Stay connected with Iraqi Dinar News as we continue tracking every move, every rate adjustment, and every official confirmation. Be cautious of scams or misinformation, and always confirm details with licensed financial institutions before making exchange decisions. We're here to deliver facts, not hype, because what's happening right now may very well redefine global economics for years to come.